All right, it's Eldon back here with another version of Will It Live Again next day on the cleaning process. I'm going to cover more of the cleaning processes today and just had stuff in my acid bath overnight. I'm going to pull it out and we'll turn around and start there. All right, here's the parts pulled out of that acid bath. First thing is we just got to hose them off with some water just to get the acid neutralized and off of them. And like I said, it's not a very caustic acid, so you don't have to worry a lot about it. I've had my hands in it, pulling all this stuff out, and just when I got done, I went and washed it all off, and so far so good. Yeah, you see it's already taken a lot of that off. Now, a lot of times I'm going to have to go put this stuff in for a second soak, but when I get it to this point, I'm going to take the steel wool to it so that I can tell what kind of condition, where I'm at with the rust removal process. So we will do that next and get this on the bench, get it dried off, and be back. Okay, real quick before I get back to working on the stuff just out of the acid bath, let's put these pieces here in carburetor cleaner so that I can get any fuel residue cleaned off of them. I'm going to leave this out. I'm not sure what it will do to that valve wheel there. I don't think it'll do anything, but I'll clean it up a different way. So here we go. We get these down here. When I talk about carburetor cleaner, I'm talking about a gallon of it. And this is different stuff than comes in the spray cans, but this is really good for overnight soak. So throw those in my basket. Get the basket in there. Come on, sink, baby. And then we'll stick our long piece in on top of it, and I'll have to turn it over to get the other end later. But there, we'll let those soak for a while, probably overnight on those. I don't know that it's necessary to go that long, but we'll just see how it works out. So my next thing then is I am going to evaluate my parts that just came out of the acid bath. And we'll talk a little bit about what we want to do with them. So let me get you set up where you can see and I can have two hands. There. All right, so a lot of what happens when you're doing rust removal this way is it just depends on how deep the rust is and how much of it there is as to actually how long you need to leave stuff in it. So let's kind of look at things real quickly here. You can see that burner valve for the extra burner, that got all the rust off that was on this thing. The black residue is what's left over from the reaction between the rust and the acid. So when we wire wheel this is all going to come up nice, bright, and shiny. So we're not going to worry about that one. Now here's an example of what a piece that I might want to put back in again. I can see more rust left on there. But on this one, let's just grab a little wire brush here. Somewhere I've got one. There we go. And let's just try wire brushing and see if any of that red is still on there, because that might get it just like that. Yeah, that all went away. So by the time I get through the wire brushing, wire wheeling, steel wooling process here, this piece is all going to be where I want it to be, and it won't have any damage to it. So we're good. All right. There we go. That piece wasn't bad at all. Here's the handle, which had a lot of rust right there where it was under the clips, but it wasn't bad, so we're good shape there. The burners are the other thing that I was wondering, because they're cast iron rather than being steel like these other parts we looked at. But let's just see what happens here when we hit those red spots on there. Yeah, they're coming right off. So this rust is all dissolved, or at least enough so that we can take care of it with our wire wheel process. Another burner. Great. Here's another of the actual burners. Yeah, again, that seems to be working out just fine. So I think we're in good shape there. These little leg brackets are cast iron, and looks to me like the rust all got dissolved off of them. So we actually had a pretty good round in the rust bath there. Yeah, all these pieces are looking pretty good. Awesome. Okay. Very good. Yeah, that's going to have worked out well. Okay. So we're not going to go any farther there. What I'll do now is I'll put some other pieces in the rust bath, or the acid bath. The first thing I think I'm going to do, actually I may, so I've got all my little nuts, bolts, and screws in there, and I can clean them on a wire wheel, but it might be just as good to get them thrown in the rust bath and let them soak for a little bit. I'm going to degrease my case parts, the lid, the main burner, and the case itself. I haven't gotten them in. I'm going to take them in and scrub them and get the grease off of them, and then we'll throw them in that acid bath. These pieces down here, I think this is going to be basically a repeat of those parts we were just looking at. I've got that rust. Let me get the wire brush on it real fast and see what happens there. All right. Yep, that came off just like I wanted it to. So we will be able now to, I think I'll just go over this whole thing with the wire brush like that. And that should get that all freed up, and then I can just rinse it clean. And we should be back in business with this thing. I can get on to the next step, so just seeing if I can get the rest of the paint off of it. All right, well, let's move on to the next step. All right. Okay, here's my burner pan after scrubbing on it. I made a fun discovery here. So there were places where there was a significant amount of grease on here. And underneath that grease, the acid couldn't get through it to eat all the rust off. It's going to be like that spot right there. So now that I've got that wire brush, I'm going to stick this back in to the acid bath. But I also learned something. This acid starts the process of dissolving that grease and does a pretty good job of it. And since I'm all about less labor on these things, I'm going to put these things in there and just see how they come out. We'll let them soak overnight. And again, whatever grease there might be on them, hopefully that will be the beginnings of dissolving it. So let's do the same thing with the case. Oh yeah, because I usually spend an hour or more on the cases with the degreaser. So I'm still going to have to do it because I got to get all the oil residue off of everything, and it's still on these parts. But we'll get them all soaking in here. Let's get my extra nuts and bolts, and I'll just dump them in the corner so I can find them easier. Wow. Alrighty. Let's even try this burner. Just stick it in there and see what happens. And I'm going to get it fully immersed, but that's all right. We'll do that. All right. We'll be back tomorrow after that comes out of the bath. You guys have fun. I hope you're learning something here.